The name's Jason Statham, and we are gonna be working. We're a working man in today's video, and we're gonna be saving a girl from some drug lords and getting revenge on people who have hurt my family. Basically the plot of every Jason Statham movie ever. So Jason Statham is in his weird era of films where he is literally just being a load of different job titles, but with some military experience and getting into quite a lot of bother. We have had Beekeeper, and we have reviewed it on the channel a couple of months ago. Now we have a working man who is very similar in premise. He is a bricklayer, and he then has some ex-military service, and then he goes and fights a drug lord. Very similar to a Beekeeper, where he has ex-military service, and he goes and gets revenge on a guy for hurting this old lady which he was friends with. So, without any further delay, let's take a look at what Google has to say about this Jason Statham movie. So, A Working Man is a action thriller which is 1 hour and 56 minutes, and it did come out in 2025. It has a 5.8 out of 10 on IMDb and a 49% on Rotten Tomatoes. It also has a 5.8 out of 10 on Prime Video, and Levon Cade left behind a decorated military career in the Black Ops to live a simple life of working construction. However, when human traffickers kidnap his boss's daughter, his search to bring her home uncovers a world of corruption far greater than he could have ever imagined. So, story opens up with basically a quick little montage of Jason Statham, basically going through military and then ending up as a bricklayer. We then see him fight some mafia guys, and then basically say, and set up the whole movie by saying he's going to have his boss's daughter's back whenever she needs. She then goes out on a night out, gets kidnapped and taken somewhere. Don't know where, but she gets taken. And this leads the boss men to be like, hey, we saw what you did the other day. Please help us find our daughter. He says no. He goes to talk to his old military friend who talks him into it, and then basically like 2 minutes fucking later, he goes back and is like, yeah, fuck it, I'll do it. So he goes on a fucking mission to uncover where all this stuff is. So he goes to the bar where she went missing, finds out that the bartender is actually a bad man, ends up getting him killed by these Russian mafia guys. He then goes down, hunts one of them down, kills them, gets no information. Ends up finding random information, luckily, in whatever he spoke in Russian, and then that leads him nowhere, so he's basically gone stone cold, until the Russian mafia basically give him something to look for, and then he goes around, hunting down these drug lords, and finding his way to Demi, who is the human trafficker of the Russian mafia. And the Russian mafia are like, nah fam, we're not fucking having this, we're not letting this slide. You've killed 3 of our men, because 2 of them actually managed to catch him in a van, and he broke out and killed them both. And they're like, fuck you, we're gonna kill your grandfather, or your daughter's grandfather, your wife's father. And in doing so, he manages to save the grandfather from a burning building, before then going on a mission all by himself to break into this cartel house, kill everybody, and get the girl. He gets the girl, gets out to safety, takes the girl home, goes to his own daughter, and then the movie ends happily ever after. Gonna be honest, pretty basic premise, very similar to every other Jason Statham movie, so it didn't really stand out as one of his best, didn't really stand out as one of his greatest, because he does just play the same character over and over and over again, of this guy who just wants to live a simple life that gets brought back into the sort of military or back into action after wanting to quit, so then he can basically go on this rampage and kill a load of people. Action, pretty cool, pretty interesting. Mystery,
pretty boring and basic and very low level, nothing too exciting. Acting was pretty terrible on everyone's part. Jason Statham just played himself, and everybody else was quite shit. With the girl that got kidnapped, she showed no emotion. She showed no fear, no upset. She wasn't crying. She wasn't scared. She was just kind of okay with the whole thing. I wouldn't say she was okay. She obviously didn't want it to happen. No one wants that shit to happen to them. But she didn't really show that she was scared. She didn't really cry or scream or ask them to, like, stop or let her go. She just kind of was there and just kind of straight-faced it all. And she did fight back a little bit, but ended up getting caught again and again and again. And she was very successful at defending herself, and she had a weird little side plot with her getting put on, like, a chopping block because she bit this guy's cheek off. So then he wanted her dead, but then at the last minute he changed his mind. So there was enough time for Jason Statham to keep the search going, but it made for a little bit of tension for Jason Statham to have to be a little bit quicker on his mission, but Jason had no fucking clue that she was about to be murked, so it didn't really add any tension because he didn't know, and it didn't fucking matter anyway. And the action was the best fucking bit. It was just cool watching him go around and shoot, and some of the unique ways which he did use his fighting skills, because he did have a gun with a camera on it, so he could basically see where he was aiming without having to look, which he used very, very nicely, and I thought was very fucking badass. And he left his fucking guns behind, which I thought was really fucking stupid of him. And the Mafia just let him go as well. Like, he got the girl back, and they were like, okay, he's got what he wanted, let him go. Don't waste any more of our men on him, just let him go. And it's like, dog, he's killed 3, maybe even 4 of your highest, like, members, and you're just gonna fucking let him go because he's got what he wanted so he can stop. If you were just gonna let him go, you might as well fucking give him what he wanted in the first place. Just let him fucking have it. Like, there is no fucking need to, like, drag this out. There was no fucking need for this movie, to be fair. This movie was very pointless, very predictable as well, but it did have some very good names in, like, acting. We had, obviously, Jason Statham. We had Hopper from Stranger Things make an appearance. We also had the guy from Ant-Man, Luis, make an appearance, which I thought was really fucking cool. And it's nice to see that he's getting into a couple more movies. Kind of seems to be in a little bit of a slump, though, if we are taking this movie. But yeah, Hopper's playing a blind guy, which doesn't really add much to the film. Like, all he does is give, like, a 2-minute sort of pep talk to our main character twice in the movie, and that was it. A 2-minute pep talk twice to make him be able to go on this journey and to continue this journey and to see it through to the end, to save his boss's daughter. And he says, oh, we're like family because you're the only person that took a chance on me. But we never see that. We never see Jason struggling or down his luck, and these people taking him in and, like, treating him well. Like, we don't see that. That's just told to us. So again, it's just, like, giving us information that, like, means nothing and is, like, no payoff to anything, which kind of sucks because I would have liked to have seen, like, them actually help Jason and then him returning the favor. That would have been a lot more interesting than just having Jason say that to Luis, and us having no prior knowledge to this. Like, it just kind of happens. He just ends up in this role, and it's a little boring, I'm going to be honest. It did feel like the movie went on for ages. It definitely felt like a lot longer than 2 hours when watching this movie, and I'm not saying Jason Statham needs to stop. I'm just saying, switch it up a little bit. Like, all these movies are the fucking same. Like, person you love, person you know, gets killed or kidnapped. You go hunt them down and try and get revenge. You kill the big boss guy. You all live happily ever after, and you go home and eat a nice fucking dinner. That's like how all the fucking movies go, dog. That's like every single one of his movies recently, and I have no fucking doubt that he's gonna do another one. And everyone is memeing and taking the piss out of these movie titles. And I don't know if it's Jason Statham who's like agreeing to these movies or if he's been typecast or what, but it's really fucking weird that it's happening more than once, and it's probably gonna continue to happen. This movie isn't anything special. It's a mid movie. It's like 4 out of 10.